Hi, I'm Kevin,
And I'm Amanda.
and we are serving up
All that jam.
All That Jam, Quick Hit. Squeaky Feet Origins.
Why don't we just jump in and give me the nickel tour, how you guys got together, got started.
Yeah, sure. I'll start. So Kevin and myself and Colin, the other guitar player, we all went to college together in Boston and moved out here not too far after graduation. Kevin came out here first, followed by me, followed by Colin. And initially, Kevin wasn't in the band, but we always wanted him to be in the band. And then, after a couple years, it just kind of lined up, and Kevin joined. And yeah, we've just been playing. I think we were a band for like probably 2 years before Kevin came in.
It's interesting. So it's the Berklee College of Music you guys were at,
Yeah,
and we've talked to Dopapod and the Jaunty, and they both have Berklee connections. So you want to pontificate or speculate a little bit on what makes Berklee apparently a fertile ground for jam bands?
Yeah, it's not. It's a small world out there for jammers. Actually, Caton from the Jaunty was one of the first people I hung out with when I got to Berkeley. On the first day, he was like cruising around doing his thing. We wound up like hanging out, talking jam bands, and like playing some N64 or something. The Dopapod guys were a couple years ahead of us, so they were kind of like the band that did it. So they were like, "Oh, it's the cool kids who graduated. They're so sick. Like if I stay in school and practice, maybe I could shred like them." They were very inspiring. Me and Greg started seeing them when we were like 18. We couldn't even drink at the shows. We were just there like in awe of the mastery. I think a lot of people that want to pursue music will gravitate towards Berkeley because they're not going to push an agenda at you for better or worse. You'll have direction from other music schools that could be pretty strict, but Berkeley will kind of just let you live your life. And it's like, well, it's on you. We'll teach you stuff. You got to find your network. You got to keep focused and make something of what you're exposed to. And that being said, you need to kind of carve out your network and find the like-minded people, because everyone at Berkeley is all trying to achieve a similar goal, and they're all coming from different walks of life. You got like the Instagram people, you got the wedding band people, the like really prestigious jazz aficionados, the punk kids, the the business side. It's everything. The loose environment is most likely what brings a collegiate person to Berkeley, because
Right.
you just get to do what you want.
It's open. I hear you. So, on the other side of this coin, what's the attraction with Colorado and jam bands?
So me, Colin, and Greg at the end of our Boston stint actually all lived together in this house in Watertown. Um, about a month or two before we were going to re-sign the lease and get it going with a bunch of people again, Colin hit the road with Mr. F. So that was kind of definitive moment where it's like it's going to be very difficult to you know keep the balance here in Boston and float this house with the expenses and getting all the different people to live in the rooms. So I wound up just getting a job that happened to be in Colorado after that. I was like shooting around on my computer, and that's why I moved here. I always knew it was cool and like people liked jam bands out here, but I didn't really have much of a opinion about it. And obviously it was like, "Oh, weed is legal." And at the time I probably smoked a bunch of weed when I was younger, but um I think the best way I can answer your question is that Colorado is really good at supporting local talent, and there's lots of places to play, and you'll find your average bars and breweries go out of their way to have an efficient setup to cater to musicians,
Everybody wants to have the next fish play there.
right? Yeah,
people just come out here to support music. It's just like Boston is a great place to learn and like go to school for anything, whether it's music or engineering or whatever. There's so many colleges there, and obviously, it is a good place for music, and there's a lot of great musicians coming out of just the East Coast in general. But out here, when I came to first visit Kevin, I think like the first show I went to was like the Magic Beans or Cycles, or it like blew my mind. There was just this local band and like 300 or 400 people packed inside the Fox Theater, and like it's just not like that back east,
Right.
unless it's like a big touring band, which they are. But I'd like never heard of them before. I was like, oh, cool, it'll be some small thing, and it was crazy.
If you are enjoying All That Jam, please like and subscribe to our social media channels at All That Jam Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our website, allthatjampod.com. Make sure to sign up for our email list and tune in every week for new episodes.
Also, look for full interviews on our YouTube channel. And remember, stay beautiful, but don't stay underground too long.